Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco,
I'm Chris.
and today is New Comic Book Day. We got some really cool books to show you this week. I think it was a absolutely phenomenal week for comic covers. Personally, I think there were a lot of beautiful covers, some of which we grabbed, and there were some other really cool ones that we didn't grab. So some that I thought about getting, but I was like, I better calm down and just get the ones that I really, really want. So let's go ahead and start with this awesome Thor 25. This is a Campbell variant, which, you don't see Campbell do a lot of male drawings. He's very known for his female drawings. But yeah, it's nice to have this really cool Thor variant by him. And then as far as the issue goes, it is an oversized issue. It's not as big as last week's, or not last week's, but last month's or whatever, I don't think, right?
I don't think it's as thick.
I think the other
definitely like
it's definitely, well, and part of it's got two extra little mini stories.
Yeah, I read the Loki
one
at the end as the last story. It was very fun.
Yeah, I didn't bother reading them. I just I might go
least
back
read
and
that
read them.
Not the other one. I didn't read it. It looked boring.
As far as the main story though, the
Main
Donna
story
Kate
is
story,
good.
it's really cool. It's got it heavily involves a character that I really like that I wasn't expecting to show up. I guess we can say who it is, but I won't say what he does.
Is that one Iron Man?
Yeah. So it heavily involves Iron Man, but there's something, he's always scheming and making new things. So he's got a new toy to show off, which we briefly get to see in this, and hopefully majorly get to see in whatever the next issue of Hulk is. Is that 7? Yeah, it should be 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, Love and Banner of War. Got a little bit of, actually, I guess a lot of bit of insight in this issue as far as on Hulk's past and kind of clarifying a major past event.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're blanking there. I could see it in your eyes.
No, real hard there. No, it's the I guess inciting event of this new Hulk run.
Yeah. So
we haven't really been privy to.
Well, it's just kind of interesting that we get the details in a Thor issue. Like it's pretty pertinent to the Hulk series, but Donny Cates decided to release this information in a Thor issue, which I don't know, it's fine. I guess he really hopes that you're reading both of them. But I mean, both runs are also incredible, so I do recommend checking out them both. But yeah, really good issue.
Went instantly to sleep.
Yeah, she really did.
Just
passed out in 0.5 seconds.
What a baby.
Anyway, that was really good. Moving on to New Mutants 25, which I haven't read any of New Mutants before.
And I haven't read any of it.
I tried to get you to read it. I think you could have read this one. Because it's they heavily advertised this one as a new jumping on point. And I'm a big fan of magic. So I wanted to see what this new story was about. Yes. And
I'm just scared to touch anything X-Men.
Now, granted, there definitely was like hints to the bigger X-Men world, but this comic didn't make me feel like I needed to read the bigger X-Men world.
There's so much X-Men out there.
I know.
I don't touch any of it.
I liked this issue. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, granted, like I said, I'm just really excited. Something interesting happens with magic in this, and
she gets a sword.
Not quite.
I would have been a cool guess, wouldn't it?
No.
She gets a gun.
But no, and I do really like this main cover. Picked up a few variants on it as well. That's the B cover. I don't remember the artist on that one. And then this one, I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's like Panosian or something like
Put it
that.
on screen.
And it's fine, but it's a beautiful cover.
Like a little bit of it.
Nah, because I'll forget. Because with these videos,
I
do so literally, and I chop off the end and chop off the ending, throw on my outro, and that's the editing. I'm done. Unless something very specific needs to happen.
I read this.
Huh? Oh, hold on. I was gonna say, well, just last thing on the New Mutants. So if you are maybe interested, and if you're a big fan of magic, but don't feel like, or we're 25 issues in, I need to get caught up. I don't think you need to. And like I said, they did advertise it as a jumping on point. So yeah, maybe just check out that one issue, see if you dig it. And also, the Goblin Queen is obviously heavily involved. So if you like either of those two
Not
characters,
the Queen Goblin?
not the Queen Goblin, the Goblin Queen.
You think they're ever gonna meet?
Doubtful. But anyway, interesting beginning to a new story, I think. So then moving on to Venom Lethal Protector 2, which we picked up the variant on this. I don't know the artist on this one, but I thought it was a pretty cool cover.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really like the story in it. It's very fun.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you weren't gonna.
Well, because I thought I didn't read the first issue, but then
you
I know you reminded me that I did read the first issue, so I went ahead and read it. I like it. It does feel very connect, because I figured this was just going to be a random story, just set in who cares what time. But this to me does feel like maybe it could be like pre-Cates's run. I don't know. The Eddie Brock feels very similar in certain ways, a little less matured, but yeah, and it's a fine story.
To me, this Eddie Brock feels like pretty immediate after them fighting Spider-Man, around the same time the original Lethal Protector was set.
Yeah, but yeah, I dug it. I think it's a fun story. If you like Venom. And there's been some cool covers on the issue, so and that's the reason.
And this is a much better Venom run than the other one so far. 2 issues in,
unfortunately,
and I'm not bored to death.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see what happens to the other Venom run.
And you know what? This Venom run's okay. That's all it takes is to be better than that one.
I'm trying to remember I can't remember the artist's name on this one. I looked it up earlier.
Oh,
so we got Silk 5. Was it like Woo?
I don't remember.
It might have been Woo. They also did a really nice cover on one of the Marvel Voices that came out this week. And Inyuk Lee did a really good Marvel Voices too. Both of those, I was tempted. I was like, I know I'm not going to read either one of these books. Or I guess it'd be a single book. But I was like, I know I'm not going to read it, but I might get it. But anyway, Silk, which is a super, super nice cover.
Yeah.
It was good. This is the final issue of this little miniseries. It was fine. I didn't love or hate this miniseries. I would say I prefer the last miniseries.
I thought it was fun in certain parts. I didn't read the last miniseries. I don't have anything to base it off of in like that kind of way.
I think it was better, and like although this series isn't too cringy, there's a little bit of that hello fellow kids type writing to it.
I only ever got that from like the influencer characters, and like that's kind of how they are in real life, Marco.
I get that some of it is kind of tongue in cheek, but also just like I don't know, there's a little like I said, there's a little bit of it throughout the series. Of I don't know, it's just weird little things. I do think you should go back and read the other series. I think it was I quite enjoyed
J. Jonah Jameson in this series.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's so ready to fight a ghost. And I'm down for it. I can't wait for him to fight a ghost one day. Follow his dreams.
I enjoyed it. And the series has had some pretty good covers too. There's specifically because I feel like like with the voices and stuff, like they always find if it's an Asian voices, then they're gonna find Asian artists to do covers and stuff, and so you get these little niches and everything, and I just feel like there's some really good Asian artists that I really enjoy. So like I said, you've had a lot of Inyuk Lee and going back to this because Inyuk Lee did last cover. It wasn't the main cover, it was a variant, but on the last issue of this had a really nice cover. So because of that, I think Silk just has some good artists that work for not work for her, but do her art or at least covers.
Yeah.
So and then this guy, like I said, I'm not familiar with his work, but
I want more.
Yeah, I mean this issue was sweet. The voices that came out this week was also really sweet.
The thing Marvel's been doing, Stormbreakers, giving lesser known artists.
It's not really so much that now. I mean,
not anymore. It's because they're known now.
Yeah,
they've been doing Stormbreakers for a while.
Yeah, I wish they would
they need to
get
find
some
more
new
lesser known
recruits.
artists.
And really pump them out because, like, yeah, I don't know. That's a different topic.
I like
for a
the
different
idea
day.
behind it.
Yeah, it's like they're, I don't know, sponsored artist. I don't really know how to describe Stormbreakers.
It's like
too much.
A trial phase.
We got Spider-Punk 2. I got the variant cover on this one. Again, I don't know the artist. I just thought it was a neat cover. Yeah. And Chris didn't read it because he didn't read the last one.
The cover's a reference to something. I can't remember what.
Maybe. This issue was fun. It had Taskmaster in it. Which I'm always down.
Did he have a different name? Because I know there's Captain Anarchy or something, right?
Nope, he was just called Taskmaster. But he was heavily stylized. And I don't know, it's really interesting. Like, it was very Taskmaster, but also
very punk.
Yeah, very goofily, punked out, I guess. Which is funny because, like, even this crazy version of Taskmaster was, like, so much better than, like, that Villains for Hire run where he had zero personality. Taskmaster has a personality. He's goofy, he's weird, and he's in it for the money. And when things go sideways, he's like, I'm leaving. I don't want to do this anymore.
Favorite moments of Taskmaster was, I think it was Secret Empire, or it was one of those books attached to that, where he frees the champions, and he's like, look, I'm freeing you guys because it looks like we're losing out there, the Empire or everything. Promise not to beat me up, okay?
Yeah, like, I love Taskmaster. He's just such a fun character that is often underutilized.
And then after that, when he got a solo short series or whatever.
Which one? The first one?
Taskmaster, the first one. No, wait, no. The one that
the Jed McKay run?
The one you recommended me. I don't know which one.
That's the Jed McKay.
Okay. When he started off by saying, I have a new policy. No more Nazis.
Yeah. He's funny. Like, I wish Jed McKay would write for Taskmaster again. That was such a good miniseries. And then, actually, I'm going to do this in a different order. So I'm going to do this one first. So next up we have Iron Fist number 3. And neither one of us read this one because I don't think we read issue 2.
Yeah, I think that might have been when we weren't getting Marvel books. Maybe we just didn't get it.
Either that or it's in a pile of comics somewhere. Yeah. So I need to find issue 2 or maybe buy issue 2. But I have issue 3. And
the cover looks nice.
Yeah, it's a fun cover.
I like the first one a lot. I remember that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I just didn't read number 2,
It might have just been one of those weeks we didn't read it or came in late or something. I don't know. Yeah. And then we got some fun covers.
I don't even know what book that is.
I know, I keep forgetting. X-Force 28. It is I don't know if they're calling these postcard variants. That's what I'm calling it. But it's a very fun Momoko of the Savage Land, which I think is super fun.
I can't wait for more. You're saying if I wanted to get all of these, and I'm like, kind of maybe at this point, honestly.
I don't know if I asked you, but
you did.
Oh well. And then this might be.
Nice
I think this is my cover of the week. It was a good week for covers, but I think this is cover of the week. What number is this? Number 12. Eternals 12. Check out this Art Adams Thanos cover. And again, Art Adams is primarily known for drawing some beautiful women, but check it out, he can do other things, and this is a sweet cover. I love this one. I think it's fantastic. It is definitely going on my I'm working on a list of
best covers of the year.
Potential best covers of the year. At the end of the year, I'll make my actual list. But anything that
Are you putting dates with them?
Nah.
I think you should.
Too late now. Anyway, I do want to state though also real quick, anybody that watches our Wednesday night live streams, we won't be doing one tonight. I've been doing a lot of things. I'm very busy. And I want to take just a little break.
He said he hates you.
A little time for myself.
He doesn't want to do this anymore.
And not
You're overworking him.
I'm stressed out. Anyway, so moving on to Star Wars.
Talking to Daphne, by the way.
Moving on to Star Wars, but sticking with Art Adams, Han and Han Solo and Chewbacca. I almost called it Han and Chewie.
Not a lot of Chewie in this.
No, there wasn't. But check out this sweet.
I'm hoping
Adams
later on
Chewbacca.
we get more Chewie stuff.
Again, primarily known for women, but check out that Chewbacca. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love this cover. It's a really good cover. I still think the Thanos cover wins.
Did you read it?
Oh, yeah. I did read it. I almost just threw it aside.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I like this
teamed up with Greedo again.
Han Solo.
Han Solo. Yeah, it's mainly a Han Solo story.
Well, so far, it's mainly a Han Solo
True.
story.
I mean, it is number 2, so we could get more Chewie.
Yeah.
Chewie was barely in this, honestly. But there's another character that takes up some screen time.
It's not a surprise. It's Greedo.
No,
I mean, they were showed in the last book.
Was he? I couldn't remember. It's been a while. But yeah.
Well, then I won't spoil it for anybody that may not remember the surprise character we meet at the end of that book.
Teeth. Anyway,
Teeth McGee.
God, that's exactly the name I was thinking, and I was like, no, I'll just say Teeth. Anyway, yeah, pretty fun, and I do highly recommend getting that Art Adams variant.
We need to stop sharing a brain cell.
I know.
We've been saying a lot of the same things, like at the same time.
We've been like
for like a couple weeks now.
Very suspiciously in sync. I think our minds have actually melded, and it's concerning. What are we becoming? Anyway, so that's it for Marvel and Star Wars, and then we just have but one DC and 0 indies this week. I didn't notice until we brought this stuff home.
I thought about getting the Kung Fu Cowboy or whatever his name was. Was that
Shaolin Cowboy?
Shaolin Cowboy.
There was a couple that I thought about. There was that new I Hate This Place. Didn't really like the art in it. I feel like there was I guess the Shaolin Cowboy. I didn't really look at that one, in all fairness.
You did. I picked it up, looked at it, said, nah, and then put it back down.
Well, then it was forgettable.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of why I put it down, is because, like...
Cool name, I guess.
I remember I showed you that panel, I opened it up randomly, and he was punching a lizard.
Yeah, okay, I vaguely remember. Anyway, I don't know. No indies this week. It'd be like it sometimes. So, only DC book of the week. What is this, number 3? Number 5. It doesn't feel like we're very far into this series. Batman.
It's not Batman yet.
Yeah, it's funny. It's Batman the Night, but there's 0 Batman in this so far.
0 nights.
Do you think he's gonna be in a Batman suit? I feel like he's either gonna maybe get a proto Batman suit next issue, or maybe we won't see it until the last issue, like at the like a post credit scene type thing almost, or maybe not at all.
I don't know.
Or maybe it's like just a little like he's working on a suit. He's got a sewing needle out.
He still hasn't met the League of Assassins.
Yeah.
Which is like the people that trained him to be Batman.
Then who are all these people?
Well, they're the people that taught him how to kill, and then he never used that. Or did we meet the League of Assassins? Is that what the people last book were?
I honestly don't know.
No, because there was no...
I don't think so.
There was no Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, however you want to say it. I don't care.
Rachel al Ghul.
Rachel al Ghul. Happy for her.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know that much about Batman. But that being said, I am enjoying the series. I think it's pretty fun. There is a lot of time jumps, I will say.
Yeah.
Between
but it's mainly
issues,
like
it feels like.
Month. Time lapse, you know?
Yeah, more or less. Also, it really just, to me, that's the problem with Batman. It's like, it was so weird. It's like nobody can learn to do all these things and still be 30. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a bit goofy when you think about it, but.
I mean, that's also part of, like, the thing with Batman is, you know, he lost, essentially, like, 10, 15 years of his life just dedicating it to learning how to beat people up.
I'm just saying, that's not a lot of time to do everything in the world. But anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, I know everything that there is to know about being a spy now, or fighting, or doing this. 10 to 15 years I learned that in 3 months.
Dedicating his life to, like, being the best at everything. He still wasn't, because, like, Batman Year 1, he makes mistakes all the time.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know? That's another part of, like, a good Batman story, is him making mistakes and learning from it.
Anyway, that being... I
like Batman, he doesn't. I like Captain America, he doesn't. I like Superman, he doesn't.
Superman's lame. Anyway.
Yeah, but a good Superman story is so good.
Well, you can make a good story about anybody.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Not Morbius.
I'm sure you can make a good story about literally anybody, Chris. I promise you could. Does it happen? No. Not everybody has good stories, and a lot of people have many not good stories. But anyway.
I don't blame Superman for the fact that DC refuses to let him have a good story.
Anyway, I hope you all had a good new comic book day. I had a pretty good week. I really liked, like I said, a lot of the covers. There's quite a few. I'm trying to think if there's any other really cool covers that I didn't pick up. I know the 2 Marvel voices.
There's another Thor that I really liked. It had like all the different kinds of Thors.
There was quite a few
Even
covers
to
of
when
Thor.
Storm was Thor. That was dope. I like that one.
There was an Immortal X-Men cover that Spider Emma.
Oh yeah, Spider.
That was cool. A really good cover. I think I was going to pick that one up, but I think we sold out. Just on our pull list.
Yeah. I think we gave the last one to Logan.
Yeah, no, Logan got it. Yeah, that's what it was. Logan got the last. But man, that was a sweet cover. Yeah, that's it for this week. Again, no live stream tonight. Tomorrow night on my other channel, I'll be having a new video up where I'm doing a new voiceover for Venom from the Venom movie. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. Again, description has that link down there. And if you haven't watched last week's episode where I make a new voice for Khonshu from the Moon Knight series, check that video out too. I'd appreciate it greatly. And then I'll have on this channel a video Friday and Sunday. I haven't decided what they're going to be yet. But also, if you haven't watched the videos from this past weekend, I thought they were... I put a lot of work into these.
You did.
I did the cover junkies.
That's why there's no stream. He's stressed from all that.
I'm tired. Like, I really... I enjoy putting a lot of work into all these things, but it's just like... It is... Oh! And check out the Pops Comics TikTok or their Facebook page. I spent the past few days working on a Doctor Strange TikTok video with a lot of like green screening effects and stuff, and I really liked the way it came out. It was super fun. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I just need some time to relax. But that's gonna be it though for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.